All right, we have to get into this right here, right now. Kevin Stefanski is at the podium, has just been forced. You know he didn't want to do this. Forced to announce Shedeur Sanders as the starter for the remainder of the season. No more of this. He'll start this game. He'll start that game. We're going to see he's officially the starter for the rest of the season as Kevin Stefanski's hand has been forced, and he's lucky to even still have a job right now. Welcome to Keep the Vision. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share the channel, get into that hit the bell notification, man. Let's go. Let's go. Let's get into what Kevin Stefanski had to say. Hype the video as well. Let's get into it, man.
Things that the reasons for that, and the things that we can do better, the things that we have to do better as a football team, offense, defense, special teams, player coaches, things that we have to improve upon in games like that. So it's frustrating. We got to learn from it, and then we'll move on to Chicago. With that, I'll take any questions.
First question will go to Mary Kay.
Yeah, Kevin, just wondering, is Shedeur Sanders your starter now for the rest of the season?
Yes.
Okay.
That probably tasted like vinegar to him. You mad? You mad? Sure, wrist up, God damn it.
And what is
Despite the sabotage, we still here.
your thinking behind that?
I think all along, Mary Kay, as you know, with our quarterbacks and our young players, you're always making sure that you're making the right decisions for our guys. And
No. This is not about your right. We're not going to make this about you. This is not about your right decision making. You had that man standing on side fields, throwing to janitors, parking lots, attenders, and family members on a side field. He was not even a part of the training camp competition. Stop it. This has nothing to do with your development. No.
I think he has constantly and consistently gotten better in each one of these games and how he's approached this game. He's been working very hard, so I feel good about where his development is heading. He knows there are always going to be plays that he can be better and those type of things, but he's very intentional about getting better each and every game he's out there.
Has anything surprised you about his development over these past 3 starts?
No, I don't know. Surprise is the word, Mary Kay. I think, again, we've been around each other now going back to April. So I've seen constant improvement in a bunch of areas, but I also saw in that game some areas of improvement in some areas that we asked him to improve upon. And I think that's, the fun part of coaching is developing players and giving them tools to improve in certain areas, if you will. And I think the fun part is when you have players like Shedeur, like our rookies, whomever it may be, that are very intentional about their own development as well.
Thank you.
Listen, man, they ask about Shedeur. You can stop with the whole lumping in all the rookies thing. You actually can stop doing that now. You can stop doing that. He's a starting quarterback, face of the franchise at the quarterback position right now. You can actually just address him directly and stop lumping him in with everybody else. So it's okay to do that now. Stop.
All right, next we're going to Daryl.
Yeah, Kevin, I wanted to ask about the 2-point conversion philosophy. I know that you guys use the probabilities and all those type of things when making those particular decisions about going for 2. I guess my question is, you guys have been doing this for a long time, and the wins and losses don't seem to be equating that. My question is, how much of game flow and that factor in, and can they outweigh just the probabilities of, hey, you're down 14, you just scored, go ahead and go for 2, so it informs you whether or not you should kick 1 or 2 on that second touchdown. I'm trying to understand the process and the philosophy there with going for 2 with that first touchdown scored when you're down 14.
Yeah, well, I think you understand the philosophy behind it. I think I have to go into every game understanding our team, their team, the matchups, the plays that we have available to us. Do we like them? Do we not? Those are the type of decisions that factor into the game. Obviously, you take all that information in, Daryl, as you know, in all your decisions that you make. But ultimately, you're making decisions based on the game that you're playing and what's in front of you.
And then just a question about Shedeur and just his progress, similar to what Mary Kay was asking. The fact that he put up 4 touchdowns in just his third start versus what he did in that first start at Las Vegas, just how pleasantly surprised are you with his progression in such a short timeline, considering maybe how far he might have been behind in training camp and maybe the first quarter of the season?
Yeah, again, not maybe the terms I'd use other than tell you I've been really impressed by his work ethic, and that's going back to since the moment he got here. That's what we've been striving to work with him and with all of our guys. As you know, it's been a huge area for us is player development of all of our players, and I think the guys, when they embrace it, that's the fun part where you get to see these guys making strides. So he's still very early into his career, and he would tell you the same. You want to have constant improvement in everything you're doing. There's moments in these games that come up that are hard to replicate in practice. You can talk through them on tape. You can talk through them in a walkthrough, and then you get the rep in a game, and that's the most valuable learning tool you can have. And I think he will only take all of that and use that to his development moving forward.
Next, we'll go to Scott.
Man, you still haven't made no sense of taking Shedeur out on the second 2-point conversion. You still ain't made no sense on that one.
Hey, Kevin, couple other injury questions. Do you have an update on Denzel and David coming out of the game?
Yeah, no update other than to say we'll see how they are come Wednesday.
Jack still in the protocol?
Yes.
Wyatt out this week?
Yes.
Okay. And then after, with time to reflect on it, the idea of going with the hot hand with Shedeur on that last 2-point conversion, do you have any second thoughts about it? I understand, why he went to the Wildcat, but the fact that he'd been playing so well, does that make you think twice about it?
Listen, when you come up short like you do, you think about everything and what you could do differently. Obviously, when you get in those moments, you have the calls ready to roll and plays that you've talked about pre-game and throughout the week. There are going to be times where you want to call back. There will be times where you have success and it didn't come off exactly how you wanted it. But bottom line is, we came up short in both those tries, and that's where I have to look at it and say, are there things that we can do better? And that's my job to look at it constantly.
Thanks.
Yeah, man, we know you didn't want to do this. We know you did not want to have to do this announcement, Kevin Stefanski. You probably vomited in your mouth some when you had to say it. Shedeur Sanders, despite the sabotage, has won the starting job and will be the starting quarterback for the remainder of this season. Get down in the comments. Let me know what you think. This is Keep the Vision. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and share the channel.